Fucking hell. What the... Welcome to Shorty SuperCoach and welcome back. It's been a while. Some things never change. As you can tell, just the normal technical difficulties from Shorty. Just trying to work out the old phone mount. Haven't used that for a while. But what's been going on? I hope you guys have stayed safe and been well. It's been a pretty crazy time. Been a fair while since I've done the last video. So SuperCoach and football is on the return. And I couldn't be less excited. Oof, controversial. That's not really true. I'm excited for footy, but SuperCoach, I'm not overly enthused. Now, I'm a bit disenchanted. I'm just not engaged. We're going to push through, though. I don't know if you're feeling any of those emotions, but it's just so disjointed. And I just want to go to the footy. I know we can't, and not for a while, but I hate the shorter quarters. I hate the new style. It just all seems a bit different. You know, are we going to get extended benches? How's that going to affect it? There's just so much change. There's so much change. We've been thrown 5 trades. Bloody hell, what am I going to do with those? I've got no bloody idea. You know, we've had 1 week of football. Do you back in the form that we saw back then? We don't even know what blokes have been doing. They've been training in their backyards and stuff. Very hard to tell. So I'm actually not that keen for SuperCoach at the moment. So I'm going to need you guys to get me up and about. I'm going to need the game to just enthuse me. Because I'll tell you what, normally if we're heading into a season, I'm insanely keen. I mean, you saw the rate I was pumping videos out leading into the actual season, or what was around. But it's not the same now. It's not the same. And I'll tell you what's frustrating me a bit. It's just, we just don't know enough. And there's no real framework. We've got no idea. Will our stars get rested more frequently? How does the shortened quarters affect some players more or less, depending on where they play? Are the stars going to shine brighter? Will the rookies we picked months ago still be fit, still be in the best 22? Is 5 trades going to be enough? What I would have done is I would have kept the round 1 score. If you did well, if you did bad, whatever, keep it. But I would have said, all start over. You've got a right to pick your whole team again. If you want to stick with the exact same side, fair enough. But these 5 trades, I just don't know. There's so much luck involved this season, and I just hate that. Most SuperCoach seasons, you feel like if you do your research and you know what you're doing, you're educated, there's always a bit of luck, but I feel like knowledge is, say, 75% and there's 25% of luck. Well, this time around, I just feel as if it's almost 60% luck, maybe 50-50. And I just don't like that, because there will be players rested, no doubt. It's going to be a different and strange season. How's a player going to break into the side with no seconds football? No resis comps by the looks of things. So it's just all different, and I'm struggling to get super excited. I'm keen to see footy back, don't get me wrong, but personally, Shorty SuperCoach, they're going to keep plowing through. They'll keep going, but I'm really keen for 2021. I'm just keen, because it wasn't for money and it wasn't for broadcast rights. If money didn't make the world go round, I'm sure we would have said, scrap it, bugger it, get yourselves right for next year, and we'll do it right then. I think that's what we would have done. But obviously, that's not how the world works. There's big contract deals, broadcast rights, money flowing around, sponsorship. We got to get a season. So that's what the AFL is doing. That's what we're doing. SuperCoach is going to continue on. It's going to look weird. It's going to be different. And I hope you guys are a little more pumped than I am. But I'm just sort of struggling to have, you know, when you have like a connection to your side, you pick that team and you're connected. You ride the bumps, you back him in because you did 7 weeks of research. I've got none of that. I looked at my side. I logged on for the first time since March 22 the other day. And I just looked at it and I was like, I don't feel like this is my 2020 side. I feel like this was that thing that we did a couple of months ago and then it just crashed. I don't have any real connection to these players. Hopefully, once we get started again and some football gets played, I don't know. I hated round 1. Absolutely hated it. There was no atmosphere. I just despised the short quarters. It felt like it was gone before you even knew it. The scoring system, you know, the stars, the rich will get richer, I think. We saw 370 plus scores. That's massive. And we saw 30 scores of 120 plus in round one. Now, to give you perspective, last year in round one, we had 18. Over the first 10 rounds of 2019, we had an average of 23 120 plus scores each week. So it was up 7. And the highest tally on a weekly basis was 28 in round 10. I didn't look any deeper into the season. I was just writing an article for Dr. Supercoach and just looked at the first 10 rounds. But we've already topped that. What's the point of me saying this? I think the rich are going to get richer because I think the Stars will play higher time on ground. We saw Nat Fyfe play 95% time on the field. I think they won't have to have as many breaks because there's a difference of playing 12 minutes, getting a 4-minute break, playing another 8, then maybe you need a mini break or, you know, you almost need 2 breaks a quarter. Well, I feel with these shorter quarters, you could have a star maybe not play the first 3 minutes of the quarter, then just play the whole quarter out, or just have like a minute break somewhere in that quarter and then play it out because quarter time, half time, 3 quarters, it's not far away. And I just think we're going to see those stars shine a bit brighter. It's just, yeah, I just haven't bonded with it. I'm sure I'm like you guys. It's been a tough little period to get through. There's no doubt about that. And I guess we're all just yearning for some normality. And there's just so much discussion about changes in the game and different sorts of things and different looks and uncertainty. And look, it's a bit frustrating. I'm just looking forward to what will hopefully be next year, a clean run into the season, and we can all gear up for getting to a game in that first week. I'm just not pumped up, but we'll see how we go. So I'm back, barely, but I'm back. And in terms of a roadmap for Shorty Supercoach, I'll probably do some discussion with Langers soon. I'll probably discuss maybe some options you can do with those 5 trades, but that'll probably be more when we get some team news. And then I'll just revert back to the norm. Press conference and a bit of a look at something throughout the week. But I'll tell you what, my heart's not in it at the moment, guys. My heart isn't in it. So I'm hoping that once I see some footy that it starts to burn a little bit more. But at the moment, we've got a bit of work to do. I think we need to get collective minds into Shorty Superstars and try and get them back in the zone. But maybe we'll go leading teams. They might do a better job. But anyway, we'll be back soon. I'll talk to you later. Cheers.